All right, so 10-month update part two, because the first one I did not have time to finish everything. And in case you're watching this on YouTube and you're wondering, like, why do you always cut it off at 10 minutes? That is simply because I always post my videos on YouTube and on TikTok, and unfortunately, on TikTok, the maximum amount of time is 10 minutes. So, because of that, I just developed the habit of cutting my videos short at 10 minutes. Plus, I find that if I don't do that, I end up I'm a storyteller. It's very easy for me to speak. I can end up talking for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. Like I've given, back when I was a coach, I've done, interviews and stuff like that. And I do improvised interviews and speeches and stuff like that for like 2, 3 hours at a time. And it was like super easy. So that's kind of the reason why I try to keep it around 10 minutes. So. All right, let's keep going. Let me just check where I am. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, just the passport thing just like blew my mind. And those are complete reminders like from the universe. All those small synchronicities. It's so amazing to go through life and have the universe be like, hey, boop, you're doing the right thing. Boop, you're doing the right thing. Boop, you're doing the right thing. It's just such a really cool feeling. It allows me to go through life just being so grateful and appreciative and at peace with the world. It feels good. Okay, so the other thing, as a result of the channel growing, getting more views, more subscribers, more comments, and also the shift in perspective that I've had, at some point I mentioned the GoFundMe that my friend created for me 10 months ago when I was first diagnosed. And as a result of that, of mentioning that, hey, I always include the link to that in the description. And I was talking in the video, I was talking like, how I'm now living as a millionaire. And as a test of that, as kind of a challenge, if you will, for the universe, I challenged the universe to provide me that first $1 million by April 29th, which is my birthday. And I'm like, I don't know how that money's going to come to me. Maybe I'm going to win the lottery. Maybe some billionaire is going to see my, one of my videos and is going to be like, I really like this guy's story. I want to support him. He's going to click on the link to the GoFundMe and give me $1 million. Like whatever. I was just like, talking hypothetically, like, I don't know how that money is going to come to me, but I have faith that it's going to come to me. And as a result of talking about that and mentioning that I always include the link in my comments, in my description, 4 people ended up donating. So first of all, I want to thank those 4 people and everyone else who donated to the fundraiser ever since the last 10 months. Like I've been really, really grateful for that. It really helped me, especially in the beginning when I was doing all forms of different alternative treatments and it cost a lot of money and I didn't have the budget and everything. So I'm really grateful to everyone who donated. But yeah, it's just like, it's been 4 months since the last time someone donated. And it's nice to see that it's like, oh, I'm telling the universe, I'm opening myself up to receiving money. And then it starts coming. Yes, it's small amounts. But once again, it's a reminder from the universe, oh, you're opening yourself up to money. Let me provide some for you. And other small stuff like, a couple of days ago, I got 2 refunds from the government, one from the Canadian government, one from the Quebec government. Not that much. It was like $200, but it's just like small reminders, small signals from the universe. You're opening yourself up. You're doing the right thing. Let me reward you for that. So that's been one really cool thing. Another thing that I kind of skipped over was it's been a little over a month. In the beginning, since I had my shift in perspective, the whole quantum theory thing, everything existing simultaneously, all alternative possibilities existing simultaneously, time existing simultaneously, deciding to live as a future, already healthy, already rich version of myself. So in the beginning, because it was kind of a gradual process, I wasn't exactly sure when that shift officially happened. So I kind of went back and looked and I'm like, it seems to be around like the 7th. So let me kind of mark that in my calendar. And that will be the official date where I celebrate this shift in perspective. But then I'm like, wait, I'm recording videos about this. Let me just go back and check. So it turns out the first time I talked about the quantum manifest or quantum theory was on the 5th. So it's now been a little over a month since I have that shift. And it still amazes me to this day that after all this time, I've still maintained that same perspective, that same sense of freedom and elation and just joy with life. Yes, there have been days where I didn't feel as happy or as grateful or as energetic, but it's normal. There are always going to be ups and downs, but it's like I never reverted back to my old self. Like all the traumas and the doubts and the fears and the regrets and the stuff from the past, that's been wiped clean. That has never come back. None of those fears or insecurities or anything have ever returned. The future, yeah, every once in a while, it's like I have thoughts, but it's not doubts. It's not insecurities or fears or anything like that. It's just like, you never know what the future will bring. But in the moment, that faith, that deep down faith of knowing everything is going to be okay no matter what happens, that has never left. And that just completely amazes me. Especially considering the fact that, just considering all the facts, the situation that I'm in. And, just the fact that exhaustion, being tired, really impacts the way that I am, the way that I interact with the world. And because of the drug that I'm taking, I sleep less, and sometimes I don't sleep that well. So I tend to be more tired than I normally would. And by the way, little side note on that. If you've been watching for a while, you've probably noticed that I've been kind of like swelling up and more in my face. Yes, I have been eating more because hunger is a side effect of the drug. So I'm always hungry, so I tend to eat more. But it's mostly because it's a very intense medication and swelling, puffiness as a result of that. So it's just funny because, also constipation. I think I've spoken about this in one of my previous videos, but it's just funny to me because every time I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, I'm super skinny, but my face is fat and my stomach is fat because I'm constipated and it's not going out as much as it should. So I'm like, okay, basically I'm pregnant with a fat face. And in the past, I would have been like, oh man, that sucks. Like, I don't like the way I look. But now I'm just like, this is hilarious. And it's perfect in every single way. And I know it's going to get better in the future. Well, not better because it's not bad. It's just, it's funny. Yeah. So, wow. Okay. This ended up being a longer video than I thought. I thought it'd just be a couple minutes while I was finishing up the last couple points. But let me just kind of summarize the last two videos. It's amazing to be alive. That is the summary for everything I've gone through. If I have to describe it, I feel like the luckiest man alive. Which I know sounds insane given the situation, but that truly is how I feel. And it's such an amazing feeling. So I just want to say once again, thank you to everyone who's been watching, everyone who's been commenting, everyone who's been subscribing, everyone who donated, everyone who reached out, everyone who somehow interacted. And even if you didn't, even if you just watched the video and that somehow brought value to your life, I just want to thank you. I want to say that I appreciate you. And I'm really grateful to be able to go through this and to be able to share this with people. And I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I know I will find I'm not, okay, no, sorry. Because the thing with my new perspective, it's like I am already cured. I believe that 1,000%. It's just always difficult for me when I'm explaining it to people because most people won't understand where I'm coming from, or they're like, wait, you're cured? But it's like, well, no, but yes, but no, but yes, but so it's always hard to explain. But it's like, there is no doubt in my mind that I'm cured. There is no doubt in my mind that I will be rich, that I will get that $1 million, that everything will be fine financially. There is no doubt that I will have an amazing life. And that is just such an amazing feeling, such an amazing way to go through life. And I'm so grateful to be able to share that. So once again, thank you to everyone who's watching, and I will see you in the next video. And once again, I tried to stop it and it did not work.